Alright guys, so we just had a colossal announcement in the form of a trailer. If you were watching Race Day Live for Las Vegas Super Motocross Playoff Race, you may have seen this. Maybe they show it during the broadcast, but I'm doing the video in between. Don't know for sure, but yeah, huge announcement. Big thank you to, I believe 2 different people messaged me about this. Now I knew about it because I saw it, but still really cool. You guys are too awesome for, heads up in case we didn't see it. So, yes. Now you might wonder, what are you so excited about? Monster Energy Supercross 7. It was basically confirmed at the beginning of the year, I think it would have been the beginning of the year with the Christian Craig video, but it is full-blown confirmed by Milestone with this, a trailer. Now, I cut off the first 1 second because I was trying to find the commercial and it was difficult. It was very difficult to get it. I'm going to play it for you. No talking, but no audio. Music is a nightmare. It's a pain in the butt. So no audio. Mostly, it really doesn't matter. It's the information they share that's the important part. So here we go. Monster Energy Supercross 25 announcement trailer. And there you go, Monster Energy Supercross 25, not Monster Energy Supercross 7, skipping 7 and going to 25. Monster Energy Supercross 25. There was a ton of information in there. I kind of want to go over it. They went through it pretty fast if you missed it. Kind of want to break it down. So, bring it back and run through. So, I missed the first 1 second. It said, hey, riders, I believe, but here we get the riders. So, we skip through. And they basically say they didn't forget about us, the players. They've been busy. They show some development stuff here. They show a track, confidential development stuff. They've been busy reinventing the game from right here, from the ground up. So you would assume, I believe the last time they did this would have been Supercross 3. So Supercross 3 is a bunch of people, and myself included, our favorite game in the Supercross series. I know some people prefer 1, 2, whatever, but I know 3 was liked by the community for the most part. So reinventing the game from the ground up. You would assume most everything will be new. So we keep on going. They show a kind of a replay-ish scene here. Now, I kind of want to freeze it here. I know the quality isn't the best, but I'm pretty sure this would be a custom rider. It appears to be a custom rider. If you look at the number font, generally speaking, that's the same font they use all the time for custom riders. So probably a custom rider here. Just wanted to point that out. Keep on cruising. Now, powered by, here we go, a new engine. Now, when I saw that, I didn't even realize the text at the bottom of the screen, and it's kind of covered up by my video player. Sorry about that, but Unreal Engine 5. They're making the switch to Unreal Engine 5. I'm not totally surprised. I guess it's on the top too. I didn't see that, but I'm not completely surprised, but I'm really glad they decided to do it. Move over to Unreal Engine 5, switching a new game onto a new engine. So I'm really hoping for some really big stuff with this game and the new game engine. Keep on going. Whoop. New look. Got ahead of ourselves. New physics. Now I kind of want to talk about it. Again, the last time they did this would have been Supercross 3. New from the ground up, new physics. Now I know they still kind of had the same Milestone-ish feel to them, but they were better and completely different. even if they had that kind of feel to them. I don't know what this means. I don't know if it'll be similar to a Supercross 3, overhaul, or if it's going to be way new, completely different. Nothing we've experienced with a Milestone dirt bike game. We don't know, but this is definitely something to excite you. I mean, we don't know, but it's definitely exciting. Switch over, new Ruts. So Milestone, they've done Ruts before, like MXGP3, even MXGP 2021. Not my favorite game, but they do have some rut deformation in that game. So they can do it, but it says new Ruts. So kind of hoping that means really good terrain deformation for both the AI and players, or in multiplayer. You can really form lines on the track. So definitely encouraging. Then what else happened? Oh yeah, the biggest one. One more thing. The full 2025 season. Unbelievable. Milestone always has been a year behind. And the way when those games felt most dated was when Tomac made the switch to Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing, and then we get the game from the year before and he's still on Kawasaki, the game felt very, very dated. And that sucks. But, whoa, here we get 2025. How are they going to do it? How are they even going to do it? Because Milestone, I think they 3D scan the tracks and they get them really accurate and whatnot. I'm assuming they would have to make the tracks off the track map and then update them to be more accurate throughout the year. I'm not really sure. It'd have to be more of an MX versus ATV approach. I really don't know. I mean, the game has to come with tracks, right? I mean, I guess they could release a track every week before the race, like MX versus ATV, but then you'd be buying a game with a compound, compound race and maybe some futures tracks or something. There wouldn't be much in the game. You'd be buying an empty game. So I kind of doubt that'll happen. I'm more assuming they'll build the tracks to the track map and then update them, or maybe not. I mean, maybe it will be just made off the track maps without any, adjustments made to it. But you would assume there should be some adjustments, which would be a different way for Milestone to approach a game. They would be approaching it in much more of a live service, almost, games as a service kind of approach, where maybe you don't get a ton of microtransactions, but if they have to keep updating every month or so to correct tracks and whatnot, that would be a different approach for Milestone, because usually we get some DLC, but then maybe 1, 2, 3 updates at the most, and then they kind of move on to the next game. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this. I mean, you got to be hyped about 2025. You got to be hyped. We're finally getting the current tracks and riders and teams during the current season. So I suppose, I was just thinking that this game it's been announced way before MXGP, but if history tells us anything, the game won't come out until probably February or March, or maybe later. Maybe it doesn't come out until the end of the Supercross season. It'd be cool to have 2025, but that would suck a bit because Supercross is over. We're moving into motocross, right? So I don't know what it means. Let's kind of skip to the end. Make sure we don't have anything else. I don't believe we do. They're letting you know so you don't miss it. And that's why we switch over to they're back to the Monster Energy Supercross 25 because it's a current season. So the only worrisome thing to me about that would be, does the game come out in May? At the end of May or beginning of summer? Because Milestone has done this with MXGP. They did it with MXGP 2020 and 2021, maybe even 2019. You have to let me know. But they got to the point where they did start doing the current season. But with Supercross, I just feel like it's a bit different. So I don't know if you have any ideas or opinions on this. Obviously, I want to know how you feel about them coming back and officially confirming and announcing they will be doing another Supercross game this coming year. But with all the new information, the new physics, the new ruts, the new completely new, switching over to a new game engine, and then being the 2025 season, I really kind of want to know how you feel about it and what you're expecting. I know some people will be like, oh, it'll be copy and paste. I don't believe that because they said it's a new game engine, all that stuff. And they did a good job with Supercross 3. Supercross 1 was great, 2 was okay, but then they completely changed it for 3, and a bunch of people really enjoyed it. Now, can they replicate that same success with this game, Supercross 7, now known as Supercross 25? I don't know. I really don't know, but just having the 2025 season, the current season, I keep coming back to it, but just having the current season by itself is a huge win in my book for Milestone. So it looks like that year off was good for them. Maybe it kind of rejuvenated them and made them, take a step back and look at what the players have been saying and how they feel, and showing that they care about the series to some degree. It kind of gets to the point where, for sure, with Supercross 4 and 5 and 6, even if I enjoyed 6, those last 2 MXGP games, 3 Supercross games were mighty awful, similar to each other. So definitely interesting, and definitely did not see this coming, because I would say the soonest the game could come out would be in 5 or 6 months, maybe longer if they try to do the 2025 season. Maybe it doesn't come out until the end of Supercross, which again would suck a bit, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.